Hi, welcome back to another Made by Alex McQuade video. In this week's tutorial, we are accessorising our needle felt creations. So I've accessorised my duck. I made this duck a couple of weeks ago, so there's a full step-by-step tutorial here on my YouTube channel on how to make this quirky runner duck. Please do check that out. I'll add a link into the description. But today we are going to look at making a party hat. And we're going to look at how to add texture and different materials to our needle felt. So I've added a nice lace underneath the wing here. And we're also going to look at making a nice ruffled collar just to give him that party vibe. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off by making our duck party hat. We've got a piece of pipe cleaner here, 8 centimeters long, and I'm just folding it in half and giving it a little twist. So I've got this Scandinavian carded bats in a teal colour from Wing on Woolwork. I've pulled this into a nice thin length and I'm now going to carefully wrap around the pipe cleaner. So I'm leaving a little bit of the end on show. That's where I'm going to add the pom-pom. So I'm working my way down the pipe cleaner, wrapping tight. As I always say, wrap tight, let's work with the needle. I'm now going to do the same again, so starting at the top, keep the pipe cleaner showing, carefully wrap it around. So I'm making a nice cone shape, so I'm focusing again on adding more at the bottom now, so a little bit more of that teal colour. And now just add in where it's required. So I'm now working on the base of this hat, just adding a little bit more around the bottom section. Like I said, I like to get a nice cone shape, so I'm just going to work on this bottom section for now. Pom-pom down on the foam and then just do some very careful needle felting downwards, just being careful of your fingers. So this time working it bottom of the hat onto the foam and just carefully working my way around. One final wrap. Try to get a nice flat base at the bottom now because that's going to sit nicely on the top of his head. So once I've worked all of this wool in, I think I'm going to be finished with the shape of the hat. Okay, so let's work on the pom-pom. Okay, pom-pom time. So again, I'm using some carded wool bats. This time it's the candy floss colour, again from Wing on Woolwork. I'll pop the link in the description. So I'm really carefully going to wrap a little bit around the tip of the hat, but I'm just going to use the needle, secure a little bit into place first before I start wrapping. Otherwise, it likes to fall off. I'm just carefully pulling off some of the extra fibre. So then very carefully with my needle, I'm going to felt that pom-pom into position. And I use the very tip of the needle just to pull the wool carefully into place. And then gently with the needle, because I don't want to felt it in really tight. I want this to stay loose and fluffy. Okay, so there's our blue party hat with a nice pink pom-pom. Now let's find some gold thread to attach it to his head. And then all I'm going to do is thread it through my party hat, directly through the middle. Okay, so we have our finished party hat and we have our duck here. So I'm going to pop it on. Now, I don't want this to be a permanent party hat. I want to be able to take it off when I do workshops so people can have a closer look. So I'm going to take a sewing pin and carefully pin it into position. I'm going to do that at the back so that it can't be seen. And then I'm going to carefully tie his gold thread under his chin. Okay, it was a fiddly job, but we got there. So to start making the wings, I've created and cut out a template. So I'm going to use this to make my life easier in making 2 wings that will hopefully be the same size. So to make these decorative wings, there are a few options. I'm going to show you how to do it using something called pre-felt first. So this is partially felted felt, and it allows me to cut out, using a template, some wing shapes. Now they're quite thin, so I am going to add a little bit more wool to them. So I'm just going to add some of my core wool because that's what I made the duck from. Just carefully securing it in place with 1 needle and then going up to my needle holder with 5 needles. Just speeds up the process. You don't have to do this if you haven't got one, don't worry. Turning the work on the foam so it doesn't felt to the foam. So the wool is going over the edges here. 2 options. You can either cut it off so it's the same shape as your pre-felt template, or you can carefully fold it over. If you'd like it to be a little bit thicker still, then folding it over will just give you a little bit of extra thickness. So I'm going to do that for both wings. If you don't have any pre-felt, that doesn't matter at all. You can make your own flat pieces of felt simply by layering wool that you have. So I like to do 2 layers, and I like to try and look at the direction of the wool fibres and lay them opposite to each other. And then again, a multiple needle holder just does work very well for this. Remembering to carefully turn so it doesn't felt to the foam. You can do this with 1 needle, it just takes longer. So we'll just keep going with that until we've got a nice flat piece. So I've been working on my 2 wings at the same time just to try and keep a little bit of symmetry. I've popped the template back onto the wing and I'm going to trim around again, just redefining that shape. So you may have noticed it's got quite a long top. This is the section that we will felt into the duck's body. Okay, so I'm going to take my wool wing, decide by offering it up to the duck which way round I'd like it to go, and then it's the underside that I'm going to add the lace layer to. So I want it this way, I'm going to lay it on top of the lace and then carefully pin. I'm now going to cut around this lace very carefully. I'm going to keep it pinned in position whilst I embroider around the edge. So I want the thread to be visible, so I've gone for something that's a slightly darker tone, and I want to cut a nice length so that I can get around the entire wing without having to do a join. So I'm going to start stitching around the edge of this wing, and I'm not going to start up here because this is the section that's going to be needle felted into the bird. So I'm going to start around here. So leave a little bit at the top, and then just going to attach this lace to the wool wing by stitching carefully all the way around the edge. Check in the back, the lace side, to make sure that it's staying nice and neat. So carefully stitching over the edges. So I really enjoy adding some mixed media textiles into my needle felting. I like adding different textures and just adding some little areas of extra interest. It also helps to make it nice and individual. Okay, so I'm going to stop opposite the same place that I started, so about there. I also don't need this excess bit of lace, so I'm going to cut that off as well. And then we have, let's take the pins out, and then we have our lovely wool wing on one side with the lacy finish on the other side. And then we can decide where exactly we'd like the wing. And then when we're completely happy, we can needle felt the wing into position. Oh, my hat's come undone. But I am really happy with that. So I love the stitch detail. I love the texture of the wool, obviously. And then it's just nice to have that little bit of extra interest underneath the wing. You can do it with any fabric you like, but I particularly like it in the lace texture. I retied his hat. Now it's time to make the wing for the other side. So again, same as before, leaving a little bit at the top. As before, when you're happy with the position, needle felt it into place. And two lovely lacy wings. And finally, we're going to give him his little ruffled collar. So I'm going to take another piece of lace, and this time we're going 20 centimeters. And I'm going to just add a running stitch along here, just by hand, so that I can gather it up. Just like so. I can now pop it round his neck and tie it into position. Just like that. Thank you so much for watching this week's tutorial. If you've enjoyed it, then please do like and subscribe to the channel. It does make a huge difference to me. And if you'd like to see more experimenting with needle felt and adding mixed media techniques, because that's really what I'm all about, please do carry on following me on my journey. If you've got any questions or comments, then please do ask. I'm always happy to help where I can. But for now, thanks so much for watching. I'm Alex McQuade.